What's up? What's up? Welcome back here for another recap video. Today, we're going to take a look at the stocks VVPR, XTIA, and ADTX. Today, I'm finishing only up $271, so a little bit of a smaller day. And I really struggled on VVPR. I was struggling a lot, especially just with the way that it moved. There's a little bit of bigger spread. A little bit harder to manage risk. The scalping strategy kind of seemed like it had a little bit of a smaller edge than some of the other stocks that I trade. But I was still able to pull out some profit, not that much. But I was trading like anywhere from like 300 to 2,000 shares on VVPR. Definitely enough share size to make a decent amount of money, but I just could not get dialed in. I just couldn't read it correctly. And I felt like I was always getting filled on the ask on the way in and then on the bid on the way out. And that spread sometimes would be from 5 cents to 15 cents. And I would be just getting eaten up on the spread and pretty much felt like it was destroying the edge that I had on this particular stock. And I was definitely times like in the morning, I was like, I usually don't slam my fist on the desk. But yeah, I was cussing like a sailor and slamming my fist on the desk this morning just because I was so frustrated. Very frustrated because the stock was giving a great move. And this is why it was frustrating, is because the stock was making a great move. It went from, $4 up to $7.50. It's a pretty good move. Definitely a big enough move to make some decent profit. And I'm only setting up $150 or so, $134 green on VVPR. And that definitely kind of stung a little bit. I felt like it could be more green than it should be because of the move. But again, stock might go from point A to point B, but the way that it gets there, the nuances, the price action, the patterns is different every single time. Every single stock is going to be different. And that's the challenging part about trading, is that, the same stock tomorrow, let's say a same stock tomorrow, opens up at $4 and runs to $7.50. Price action is not going to be the same. The patterns are going to be different. Everything is going to be different. Nothing is ever going to be the exact same in the stock market. But I think that the patterns, they do rhyme. But it's never exact. It's not a math. It's not scientific to where it's A plus B equals C every single time in every single situation. There's so many variables at play that it's really hard to maintain your edge. Maintain your edge in every single day, every single stock, which is why every strategy can't be a winning strategy every single day. And for me today, it was a winning strategy, but I felt the edge was definitely impacted today with that spread. And just with my quality of fills, usually Thinkorswim gives a solid price improvement on market orders, but I wasn't getting any good profits, or I wasn't getting any good price improvements on any of my orders. So profit margin of 27%, which is more than half of what I had yesterday. Yesterday I was like 60-something%. Profit margin today only 27%. My accuracy was fine, but my risk reward was terrible. Well, not terrible, slightly over 1-to-1, but with the 50% accuracy, my risk reward I have to be risking less, significantly less than my reward. In this case, it's only 1.2-to-1. It really needs to be 1.5 or higher, 1.5 minimum. It should really be 2-to-1 or 1-to-2, one risk to 2 reward. But today, the losers, it was hard for me to keep the losses tight because of the spread. And, I'd be getting filled on the ask. $5 stock, let's say I'm getting filled 5 or 6 cents above the entry point, or where I want to get filled, which would be near the bid. I'm already down 1% on my position every single time I take a trade. If it's a $5 stock, I'm getting filled on the ass, which is a 5-cent spread, and that's a tight spread. 5-cent spread today was tight on VVPR. There's points where it was 20 cents, 15, 20 cents. And it seems like we're not getting that price improvement as well on this stock as some of these other stocks. Like even yesterday, I felt like I was getting good fills yesterday on that other stock that we traded. But yeah, so let's say I already take my position. I'm already down 1%. I think 5 cents on a $5 stock is 1 cent or 1%. That's already already close to my mental stop. How much more do I want to lose? I don't want to lose more than 15 cents. I don't want to lose more than 15 cents on something like this. Yeah, 15 cents would be even kind of really wide. I wouldn't want to lose more than 10 cents on this stock. Ideally, break even, but that's in the perfect world, and we're not in the perfect world, so we're always taking risk of some sort. So 10 to 15 cents, I'm already taking a 5 cents, so I'm only any sort of dip in the bid, even if the bids drop by 5 or 10 cents, I need to immediately be out because I'm already 5 cents underwater. So that was causing me to take a little bit bigger losses than I wanted to. And I just kept getting into a cycle of taking a loss on the spread, taking a loss on the spread, taking a loss on the spread, even when it's kind of moving up, which was definitely contributed to my stress levels inching higher. And we can take a look here at the running P&L. It's kind of interesting how today unfolded. Hopefully you guys did well on VVPR. It wasn't the easiest one. Definitely tough, but it made a great move. For sure. Absolutely. And I'm going to showcase one of the trades that I had my best trade on, which was only $150 profit, which was right here on this dip. We can review that. But here is my running P&L. My running P&L here. Let me pull this on the big screen. So look how choppy this is. This is literally losses on the spread. Okay, have a couple good trades. All right, loss on the spread, win on the spread. Loss on the spread, win on the spread. Loss on the spread, win on the spread. Loss on the spread, loss on the spread, win on the spread. Loss on the spread, win on the spread. Loss on the spread. Okay, a couple of wins, And it's just up $20, up $30, down $50, up $30, up 20. Stressful, man, stressful. And then I kind of started to just dial it in a little bit, tighten it up a little bit, maybe smaller size, and seeing if I can make any more profit. I think this was on XTIA. We can review that as well. But let's see here, XTIA or XTIA maybe, XTIA. Yeah, so here's where I started trading XTIA. So anticipating the break here, catching the break there, and then also trading small size. Let's see if Thinkorswim decides to show these trades today. Recently hasn't been showing these trades. Okay, there we go. So and then some small scalps here, just kind of off the dips, off the lows, because this stock had a really tight spread, and it was fluctuating. It was kind of like that stock yesterday. It was a really tight spread. And even in the range, the price was fluctuating, and I can read the level 2, wait for a solid stack of bidders, wait for the dip to come down. You see a stack of bidders, you front run those bidders, and then you look for those 3 or 4 cent pop, take your profits, then it'll come back and test that bid again, front run that again unless you start to see huge selling into it, and then you catch another 3 cents. And then it comes back down and tests again. Maybe it dips back below, and then it pops back up, and then you get in and then look for that 3 cents. That's kind of what I was doing in this area, and it was actually worked out pretty well. But in this area, I did look for the classic momentum trade here through the cup and handle pattern. So we had a decent cup and handle. So here's your cup, here's your handle, and there's your squeeze. We didn't see any continuation through there to where it was coming up to highs. We did dump all the way back down, which is quite unfortunate. But Yeah, this one wasn't maybe the main one to watch, but it did give some opportunity. The volume was okay. Yeah, this one was good for quick scalping. This one stock was a lot better for my sort of strategy though, just because it was a tighter spread, and the fluctuation, it was still moving. You know, it still had a good range even though it was a tight spread. That seems to be where my A+ sort of stocks are. You know, tight spread but very good range in consolidations and breakouts. Not so much, you know, VVPR, which was a 5 to 15 cent spread on a $5 stock. That's just insane. Like, this is taking massive risk. But let's take a look here at the recap or the live video. And I just want to point out here that you can kind of anticipate this break of the previous candle. So the previous low here is what, 551, 552, or 550 something. I think it was 550. Previous low is 550, and you can kind of anticipate when it's going to break below 550, because you can see, okay, there's a spread of close to 10 cents, and then as it starts to test 650, the ask comes down, and then the bid comes back up, but the ask holds, bid comes back down, ask comes down a little bit more, bid comes up, ask doesn't move back up, and then the ask comes down a little bit more and squeezes into that 650 level until poof, and then the bottom falls out, and we got a nice dip down like 30 cents, down to like 615 or so, perfectly coinciding with the 1 minute 90 MA, which is this blue line, and then this line here, which is, I think it's a daily level. Yeah, so that is a daily level. That's here. Yeah, so previous resistance to being previous support, breaking back below, and now previous resistance. So that's an inflection point there. That's going to act as resistance and support, which we did see, you know, support level here, and then breaking back below. And then here's some resistance here, breaking back below, and then back over, and then now acting as support, and then back under, resistance again, coming back down. Resistance here again, breaking back over, coming back here for support, coming back for support, breaking below. Let's see what else here. Resistance, back above, acting now as support, ripping up, back down below. So that was sort of an inflection point on the daily chart that does coincide with this intraday chart. And so I was looking at that for that support level. So you know, you had two potential areas where traders are looking, or two potential reasons that traders are looking at this for support, and it's on a front side move, which also gives that sort of the idea for long traders is like long traders are waiting for that next opportunity to get in. Maybe they missed this move. You know, they don't want to be buying high. They don't want to be buying high. They want to looking for the next dip, and this would be the next dip on the 1 minute chart. A lot of people don't trade like the hyper scalping strategy where you're taking dips within the same green candle. So, you know, they're not looking at for an entry. They're looking for the next clear dip on a larger time frame, which would even include the 1 minute time frame. So let's take a look. Let's back it up here to this one here. Okay, so there I'm trying to catch off 650. Got in at 650, or no, I got in high, probably off the spread. In on the ask 654, out at 650. Back in at 654, out at 57. So here, you know, we got that bounce off 650. Asset 670. Okay, now there's 8 cent spread. Looks like the ask is not getting shipped away. Ask is holding. Okay, back up to 672. I thought we would get that move there, but I took it out break even. Now we're coming back down. Back to an 8 cent spread. Okay, you can see the ask starting to walk this down. Okay, 555, 655 holding. Okay, tighter spread there, and then the 55 level breaks, and it flashes down. I think the bid comes down to 621. I saw. I got in there, 500 shares, which is not enough. I mean, that's over $3,000 position size, which isn't that small, but you know, for something like this, this should be like a $2,000 share position. So I should be doing 1,000 share increments. I do buy twice here. So I'm in at 624, looking for that bounce. So it looks like it added again. So it looks like I got in at 624, and then that next position at 630, selling at 637, and still holding 500, out at 642. Really decent trade. Actually, that was a really good trade. Probably the best trade of the day. That was definitely the best trade of the day. You know, perfect dip, great fill. I got a fill off the bid. 624 is a great fill. This only came as low as 621. So can't complain about that. And that probably, you know, saved. I think that's all the profit that I made on this stock, because I'm only up $137. That seemed to be about a $150 winner. So that pretty much, that trade alone kept me green. And now here I am trying to catch a dip again. And it's just not, I mean, I got 3 cents there, but I end up losing 3 cents. And it's like, it's not really worth it. And then I try adding into a winner right there. And then I just get faked out at 40. And then it's back up to 60. It's just a mess. This thing, I was trading it and it was a mess. It was a mess. Stressful, very stressful day. But every day is interesting though. Even though it's stressful, I still enjoy it. I still enjoy waking up every single day and doing what I do every single day. Even though sometimes I'm smashing my fist on the desk and I want to punch a hole through the wall sometimes, I love it. I love every minute of this. And I enjoy waking up, and I enjoy looking forward to doing this every single day. I enjoy Monday through Friday more than I enjoy Saturday and Sunday, which is crazy. Most people is the opposite. It's a gift. It's a gift to be able to love what you do. And every day it feels like that I am making progress for my goals and my dreams in my life. And that's why we're all here. That's why we're all pursuing trading, is because we have a vision for ourselves and we're trying to actualize that vision to create a better life for ourselves. In whatever way that may be. Could be, financially, it could be, freedom, not being strapped to a desk. It could be not taking any more shit from your boss. It could be any one of those 3 things. Spending more time with family, maybe some extra money for vacations. There's just, for retirement money, like there's so many things that trading can offer, and it's never. Everyone's dreams and everyone's goals are different, and we're kind of all using this as an avenue to achieve that, which is great. I mean, it's definitely a great path to take, and can be very fruitful, even though it is stressful. It can be very rewarding. It's very rewarding doing this. Very fulfilling. Very, very fulfilling. So, can't complain about today. Even though, it did make a good move. I felt like it could have been more green. It is what it is. Keeping that consistency alive. Second day of the month, green. So looking to continue this. It seems like the momentum's starting to pick up slightly, because we did have yesterday's stock and then today's stock making at least a breakout and holding the highs and continuing higher and holding high. So that's always a good sign that we're seeing maybe a little slight shift in the market towards more bullish sort of sentiment and small caps specifically. But who knows? Things can turn off and on within 1 day, an hour, 2 hours. So you just got to be grateful as it comes. Got to be grateful for the green days, and hopefully we'll just see some more of this for the rest of the week. But yeah, that's it for me. I mean, there's not really much else to go over. Hopefully you guys did well. Hit that thumbs up button for me if you're still watching. Also, if you're new, consider subscribing. I'd love to have you part of the community. You guys can check out as well the links in the description. get involved in the Discord as well. Also beware, trading is risky. All information is for educational entertainment purposes only. I'm not a licensed professional, and all information is not considered as legitimate investment advice. Any information has no authority over your decisions. You're responsible for your own research and buying and selling. Day trading is risky. Most people lose money, and my results are not typical, and there's no guarantee that you will have similar results by following my videos. Also be wary of scammers and impersonators. There's people out there who's using my name and profile picture, Triad trading, my face, everything, trying to scam people, saying that they have a crazy strategy. I have this crazy S&P 500. This is the latest one. Guys, I just made $3,000, $5,000 trading SPY calls or SPX calls, and I can trade your money for you if you just send me this X amount in Bitcoin or whatever. It's all a scam. It's all a scam. I would never do anything like that. So don't be given any personal information or credit card information or Bitcoin information over the internet. Don't be sending money over the internet. It's not me. So thanks for tuning in for the recap video. Hopefully you guys got some value, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the pre-market pump. All right, take care. Peace.